Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So today we're reading verse 87 from Vilapa Kusumanjali. O Dire, grave and calm girl, when will I see your great ceremonial bathing as you were being crowned as the Queen of Vrindavan by Purnamasi's personal arrangement? Then there is a great festival of love with dancing, singing of auspicious songs, and playing of veenas and other instruments, while you are being bathed with so many jugs of pure, fragrant water. O Dire, grave, calm girl, when will I see your great ceremonial bathing as you are being crowned as the Queen of Vrindavan by Purnamasi's personal arrangement? Then there is a great festival of love with dancing, singing of auspicious songs, and playing of veenas and other instruments, while you are being bathed with so many jugs of pure, fragrant water. Notes: in the previous verse, Srila Raghunath relished the flavors of devotional service by helping Mohan appease Swamini's mind and to meet her again. In this verse, he wants to see Swamini as the Empress of Vrindavan, with a highly auspicious ceremony involving dancing, singing, and instrumental music. She was crowned as the Empress. Therefore, this coronation ceremony is not a secret. All the goddesses are there as well as King Nanda, King Vrishabhanu, the queens Yashoda and Kirtida, as well as all the Gopas and Gopis. Why is Mohan not crowned here, but Radha instead? Hey Dire, you are very grave, and Mohan is very whimsical. That is well known.
What is meaning whimsical?
Whimsical means he does what he thinks. He's not very fixed. He does one thing one time, something else some other time.
Like ping pong. When he's doing something.
Naughty. Hey Dire, you are very grave. She is very thoughtful. And Mohan is very whimsical. That is well known. Therefore, you are bathed instead of Mohan. In the Padma Purana, it is stated that Mohan, being pleased with the matchless sweetness of Sri Radha's attributes, made her the Queen of Vrindavan. Although elsewhere, the goddess of fortune reigns, Mohan, being pleased with her, made Radha the Queen of Vrindavan. Also, in the Matsya Purana, the coronation of Sri Radha is indicated with the words Radha Vrindavane Vane. Following Srila Rupa Goswami, who was greatly absorbed in this pastime and described it in his one-act play, Danakeli Komadi, his Radhashtakam, and in his 108 names of Radhika, named Prema Sudha Shatrakya, the nectar sacrifice of love. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami briefly described it in his Mukta Charitra play and in his Rajavilasa Stava, and later Srila Rupa Goswami, not being fully satisfied yet, ordered Srila Jiva Goswami to write a big poetry book about this, named Madhava Mahotsava. In this book, it is described that Mohan had ordered Vrinda Devi, the goddess of Vrindavana forest, to arrange for the coronation ceremony to be performed in front of all the inhabitants of Vraja.
Yeah.
Vrinda became a voice in the sky
Wow.
that ordered Purnamasi Devi, the goddess of Mohan's mystic illusion, Yogamaya, to make all the arrangements and to announce this happy news
Wow.
to all the people of Raja, headed by Nanda Maharaj.
Wow.
O Queen of Yogis, Purnamasi, quickly bade this Sri Radha, who is the Chandra Lakshmi, the lunar goddess of beauty, arising from the ocean of matchless attributes, in the universally praised Sri Vrindavan on a very beautiful, jewel-studded golden throne. The stream of luster of Sri Radha's Abhishek will bring a matchless treasure of beauty to Vrindavan, to Gokul, and to the whole world, just as the moonlight comes from the moon.
Wow.
Because when the sanctifying grace has become the object of worship, then love will be given to the whole world.
Wow. Again?
When the sanctifying grace has become the object of worship,
That I know only.
so Radharani is love personified. So when she is worshipped, then that love will be distributed to the whole world. So when she is openly worshipped like this in a ceremony, then
This is the importance of love.
yes,
Where it is there,
miracles.
their whole world can feel that grace.
Yeah.
Respect of love and material thing. Two type of personality.
When the sanctifying grace has become the object of worship,
Yeah.
then love will be given to the whole world.
Yeah.
Then, in front of everyone, the ethereal voice requests the most shy girl, Radhika, to accept the royal bathing ceremony.
Yeah.
O Radhe, don't hesitate to act boldly in this. You will be the destroyer of unlimited misery. It is, after all, also seen that even the most shy maidens give up their shyness when they accept a husband.
Wow.
This is Vrinda Devi, no?
Yes. When Sri Radha and her girlfriends repeatedly drink the honey-like message of this ethereal voice, through the cups of their ears, they embrace each other. All the people of Brajamandala make ecstatic noises, and the playing of many kinds of musical instruments become audible. Kundalata announces this blissful news all throughout Braja. Mohan's bliss knows no bounds. The Adivas ceremony, held one day before an auspicious festival, is itself a great occasion with different kinds of auspicious dances, songs, and instrumental music. On the day of the Abhishek, all moving and non-moving creatures of Braja are enchanted by Sri Radhika's wonderful beauty as she approaches the bathing platform. As Sri Radhika steps on the jeweled bathing platform, Yamuna, Ekanamsa Devi, Mohan's sister from the jail in Mathura, eight-armed Durga, Rudrani, Parvati, Indrani, Sachi, and all the other goddesses come there in human forms. When Sri Radha steps on the wonderful jeweled throne, the luster of her form illuminates the whole of Vrindavan. Then, on the order of Purnamasi, who had come there with Braja's sylvan goddesses, Manasi Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, and other sacred waters appear in scented jeweled jugs to shower Radharani along with ghee, milk, and yogurt. All the Sakhis chant Jai Jai while different songs are sung and dances are performed. After the bathing, the Sakhis dress Srimati in an appropriate royal dress. Ekanamsha Devi touches Mohan's forehead and puts Sri Radha's Rajatika, royal emblem, on it and exclaims, Jaya Vrindavaneshwari. Along with the sound of many instruments, the shouting of Jai, Jai arises. The demigods shower flowers, and the Sakhis blow conchs and make the Uludvani sound. All the goddesses come forward with presents. Savitri, Lord Brahma's wife, gives Radhika a lotus garland. Indra's wife Sachi Devi presents a golden throne. Kuvera's wife Riti, a golden ornament. Varuna's wife Gauri, a golden scepter. Vayu's wife Shiva, a white whisk. Agni's wife Swaha, a fine sari. And Dumorna, the wife of Yamaraj, a jeweled mirror, while the demigods in heaven
Can say I'm sick.
play dundubi drums. After offering the proper respect to the different attendant superiors, she takes leave of them. Now, a new Rasika Leela will be played. The Sakhis will divide the positions of servants and friends in Queen Radha's kingdom. Mohan eagerly desires the service of Sri Vrindavaneshwari. So he submits his wish to Prime Minister Lalita. In great ecstasy, Lalita told Mohan, "Listen to my words, O Vanamali. Which service will you take? Tell me." All the Sakhis have already chosen the service they desire, but I cannot find any service that I can write your name on. Hearing this, Vanoyari, forest dweller, Mohan said, "I have a very important service. I will become the kingdom's constable, and I will wander around announcing the queen's victory." On Lalita's order, Mohan, who wants the job of a constable, writes a letter of appreciation, a letter of application to the queen. "Glory to you, whose footnails are more beautiful than those of hundreds of goddesses of fortune. Glory to the lotus feet of the great ocean of glory. Glory to the crown jewel of clever girls, the world-enchanting girl who is served by hosts of rulers. Glory to the Empress of Sri Vrindavan, the abode of great power. Glory to she who defeats millions of cupids and who is the very life of her friends. I am standing before you with folded hands. Please accept me at your side as your eternal servant. Give me the job of royal constable. Heed my humble words and don't kick me away. Every day and night I will announce your glories from Kunja to Kunja, and if any thief enters your town, I will make sure he will fail in his purpose. I will always continue my service, maintaining your authority and singing your names. Jaya Jaya Radha, Vrinda Vipinadisha, Queen of Vrindavana." By the mercy of the Queen and with the help of the Sakhis, Mohan gets the job of a constable, and he dresses and ornaments himself accordingly. The enchanting constable announces to all the moving and non-moving creatures of Vrindavan, "O animals, birds, cuckoos, bees, trees, vines, sky, and wind of Vrindavan, listen, from today on, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, Sri Radharani, is the Queen of Vrindavan." Hearing this sweet announcement of their enchanting constable and seeing his ecstatic condition, all the creatures of Vrindavan, whose hearts are naturally given to Srimati Radharani, fill the sky with their ecstatic warbling. Then, after announcing the reign of Vrindavana's Empress, the enchanting constable tells her how ecstatic all the creatures of Vrindavan were to hear it. After this, the prankish constable, Mohan, secretly hides his flute in Lalita's veil and goes to the queen to complain.
Who do this?
Mohan, he hides his flute in Lalita's veil and goes to the queen to complain that his flute was stolen. Vishaka says, "Very good, that the destroyer of the housewife's chastity is gone. Good riddance, and now the housewives can sleep in peace." But grave Queen Radha says, "No, Vishaka, this is not proper. This kingdom will perish if it gets a reputation that theft is accepted." Prime Minister Lalita chastises the constable and demands his resignation, saying, "How can this constable protect other people's property when he can't even keep his own things together. It would be good for the kingdom if he resigned himself. Then the constable submits to Maharani's feet. One of the royal executives has stolen the flute. So what can a low-rank constable do against that? Hearing this, Prime Minister Lalita angrily orders everyone open their veils and show to the constable that you don't have the flute. This falsely suspicious high official deserves a severe punishment for uttering false accusations. If indeed the flute is not found on anyone, everyone follows the Prime Minister's order. And when Lalita opens her own veil, lo and behold, the flute falls out. Everyone is stunned. Then the constable says, "O Queen, such a thief minister should resign. Otherwise, the kingdom will suffer tremendously." Who can describe Lalita's rage at that time? She says, "You yourself have hidden the flute in my clothes, and then you went to the queen to complain? I swear on the queen's feet, this is your doing. You dare to deny it by taking an oath, touching the queen's lotus feet?" The constable's hands shiver of ecstasy when they touch Radharani's feet. His eyes are filled with tears, and his body is studded with goose pimples of ecstasy. Although Mohan is the very form of transcendental bliss, still he is enchanted by rasa, and his voice chokes out of ecstatic inertia. Then Lalita says, "Look, Maharani, the personification of religion is touching your feet. Why would any lies come from his mouth?" Seeing her lover trembling, Rai laughed and held him, making him her friend. With faltering voice, she said, "O Neelamani, blue jewel, now listen. I will tell you what's on my mind. You fulfilled your desire by making me the queen. O Murari, now my desire will be fulfilled. Give up this dress and wear your own dress and sit on the throne. I am your maidservant." Then Vrinda Devi makes a royal dress for our hero, and Rasika Sekara Mohan ascends the jeweled throne, sitting on Kishori Mani's left side. The Sakis are chanting Jai, Jai, and make the Uludvani sound with their tongues of ecstasy, while the Kinkaris are fanning Radha and Mohan. Oh my goodness, their two forms are matchless, matchless abodes of rasa. Half is a golden luster, shining like a fresh lightning strike, and half is a fresh monsoon cloud, showering drops of rasa. His face meets her face, his eyes meet her eyes. The moon and the moon and the lotus are thus shining in one place. They are most luscious, each wearing one flower garland around the neck. Their matchless bodies are leaning against each other. Fair-faced Radhika desires Mohan as the bumblebee desires a lotus flower. The chakora bird desires the moon, and the female chatakini bird desires the monsoon cloud. The peacocks and the peahens dance, and the parrots sing, while the bumblebees and their wives are singing, flying from flower to flower. A steady lightning strike plays on the lap of a fresh rain cloud, how much rasa is showered by both these abodes of rasa. Seeing their sweetness, all the Sakis and Manjaris surround them and say, Jai Radha Mohan. All these Sakis shower flowers and say, Radha Mohan without stopping. In his vision, Sri Raghunath, in his Swarup of Tulasi Manjari, relishes the flavors of this transcendental pastime, and when this vision vanishes, he anxiously prays to Swamini's lotus feet for another vision of this pastime. Srila Rasika Chandradas sings, Alas, when will that blessed day come? O grave Radhe, this is the desire of my mind. I want to see your coronation festival. Auspicious instruments like the drum, the flute, and the veena will be played, and there will be enchanting dancing and singing. Purnamasi is personally engaged in filling up the jugs with pure scented water. With great love, she will arrange everything for your bathing ceremony as the Queen of Vrindavan. When will I make my life a success by witnessing this scene? This is the end of verse 87, Gurudev.
Right. Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Go